Hi guys, welcome to your reading. For those that do not know me, I am Tabitha, your psychic, medium, healer, and starseed. Okay, this is going to be about a month-long prediction for Taurus. Happy birthday, Taurus. It is meant for May, but whenever it finds you is when it's intended for you. So before I get into it, just a quick reminder, if you are looking to book a reading with me, please email me at tabithahealingcenter@gmail.com. I will put this all in the description box below. The payment goes to the Bergling Foundation, so I no longer take payment. It all goes to a charity foundation, which is the Bergling Foundation, so it goes towards a good cause. So you do that on your own accord. I will have the link via below. And it is whatever you can afford. We will not turn away anyone for a reading. So this is the best way that we can help you guys. Okay, and before I get into it, Malachite Moon Girl, if you do not follow her on Instagram, please do. If you do not follow me on Instagram, it's Tabitha Indigo Child. I can also be found at Tabby M Co. She just launched a new line of bath bombs. They smell absolutely amazing. This is the honey almond. I've already purchased some for myself. She does have a Mother's Day special going on right now, and she also does healing bracelets, crystals. I do my food wraps through her, and my Archangel Michael coin. So like all of that is through her. So find her on Instagram if you are interested in some bath bombs. They do have crystals in them. They smell amazing. These are all like locally made, and we try to be as environmentally friendly as possible. And we like to find products that are naturally sustainable and good for you guys. Okay, let's get into it. So this month, you guys have Archangel Azrael and Archangel Michael assisting you. So Archangel Azrael helps a lot with grief. A lot of grief counselors will use this archangel. This archangel also helps souls cross over. But more importantly, they're telling me they're here for you guys this month because it's about dealing with like endings, loss, and transformation as well. So they are this angel is assisting you guys. You also have Archangel Michael assisting you. He is there for protection. He's the number one angel. There's nothing he cannot do, but he is favored for his protection, for helping people that suffer with depression, anxiety, addiction. He also helps with any like mechanical issues or technological issues. He's really just like the number one angel. You can literally, if you can't remember any angel's name, remember his because he can help you with anything. But with the angels, you do need to call on them because they can't assist you because you guys have free will. So please let them know that you need their help and they will help you. But they are like behind the scenes trying to help and guide you. You guys got Tibetan black quartz as your crystal. So this is to light up your spiritual path. They're saying that there's a lot of metaphysical properties to this crystal. It's really good for like Sagittarians, but anyone that's like on a spiritual path is really going to help you. They're saying that it's also good to use anywhere where you're like channeling or doing meditation or prayer work. It's also going to help you to connect with the divine. It's going to help you to elevate to higher frequencies and planes. And you guys got for your affirmation, the universe has something very special in store for me. Okay, so I see that you guys are starting off the month. Actually, like you have the sun. So you have like happiness, joy, contentment, success. Like this is the happiest card on the deck. And as you can see here, these people are celebrating. There's an angel around. So this is like happiness and and harmony. Okay. It's and like I was saying, it's like about joy. Um and so that is like there may be something that happens like that makes you feel that way. You may even get some sunshine. I'm hearing vitamin D is like really important. Um and there could be like some passion as well that comes from this energy, from this like happiness, because that's what it is really about. And then you have someone here who is like passionate and motivated, can sometimes be a little mischievous. It is a little bit of fire energy. But I'm also hearing about like fire and passion in a relationship and lack of. So I don't know if that's just very specific for someone. But you do have this partnership that's coming through. It could possibly be with someone who is like motivated. It could very specifically for someone be a Leo. This person, like, they're like motivated. They're a mover and a shaker. They don't like to dilly dally. They like things at fast pace. They kind of like rush in at times. So this person could, this could also, did I say Aries, Leo, Sag? Could possibly be like that. This is like giving you like some sort of like fear, anxiety, and like depression. I'm picking up that like you're bored and discontent with like where things are at, and you're also like protecting like something. For it's different for like different groups of you, but like for some of you, you're protecting like your heart. For some of you, you're protecting like wealth. For some of you, you're protecting your power. So it's going to be different for all of you, but there is also like you do have a lot of power. So if you are feeling like powerless, like you do hold power, especially maybe in like finances. Um, so it like this is all kind of going down in like your first week, and like right in the smack of the first week there is this like kind of fear, anxiety, and depression. So, but beside it, you do have strength. So just take comfort in knowing that like everything that happens is kind of like making you, it's evolving your soul, first of all, like it's soul growth, but it's also making you become the person you were meant to be. And you probably have a big purpose. You're probably meant to be a leader. You're probably meant to help people, heal people. Like, so there is a reason like why this is happening. Also, too, Pluto went retrograde on April 25th, and it seemed to I don't know, kick a lot of things into motion. So, Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. So there is this like scorpionic energy, and we actually will be coming up to a full moon in Scorpio. So this time is really about like transformations, endings, deaths, changes. There's also like a little bit of like the darker side of it, which is about like power, obsession, control, but also like very like secrets, mystical magic. So there's just like a lot of like energy that's going around right now. We are in Taurus season, obviously, so it is a little bit slower pace. People are going to be more fixated on like their material wealth and like also like what makes them happy and like self-care as well. And it's interesting because you have two fours, which create an eight, and then you actually got eight. So eight means that abundance is coming to you, and it means that it's like threefold, or like depending on like, but like it's a good number. It's also infinity, so the representation of like infinity, and there's talking about like life cycle and stuff. So it seems like for some of you, you might get some incoming communication in the second week, or like first to second week of May. For some of you, there could possibly even be like travel or relocation. Um, and but you are headed in the right direction, okay? So I do see you guys being a little like upset about things that didn't work out in the past, specifically things that may have been like wishes and desires, okay? Very specifically, like for somebody, it could have been something to do with like an air sign, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or somebody who's like very like powerful, has a lot of knowledge. This person's like data oriented, they're very methodical, they take action. Um, and they just like have this like presence and command about them. It could sometimes come off as like closed and like kind of like detached and like unemotional, but it's just because this person like is very focused, and they also like, I don't know, they don't like to just talk about like they like to talk about intelligent things that interest them. If you're just like looking to have like just like a little dilly dally conversation, they're telling me like this person like not really into that. Um but this person's like really focused, and like their plans usually always work out because they like think about it from like every aspect before they like put it into action. But they do take action when it's required, and you can expect it's going to be pretty powerful. Like this person's very good at like if they needed to cut something out or like anything like that, like this person has the strength and the power to do so. So this person could have been possibly in your workplace. This person could have somehow been attached to, you know, these things that were wishes and desires for you that didn't quite work out. But I don't see this hindering you guys too much because it's actually like there's a transformation that comes from this. So for somebody very specifically too, you know, in the second week there of May, you may have somebody like that in your workplace. They are saying that this person is like kind of magical, like they have abilities. Um, I will just give the caution that sometimes with a magician, they're like here, then they're not. They can be kind of in and out. Um, but anyways, they're so this person like could somewhat like they could also like help you make money towards your craft for some of you. Because like they have like this like ability as well. And they might also like help you to like create wealth from your abilities. So like you could even like be potentially like for some of you transforming like your job or your career or your craft or your workplace. And this person could possibly assist you with that. This could also be like an aspect of somebody's self. So you do have like transformation here. You do have like Scorpio energy. You do have the death card, but this is good. This transformation and rebirth like needs to happen. So I do see that like it's like once you have kind of like figured out that you're bored and you're discontent and you're holding on to something, things that didn't work out in the past, you know, once you kind of like get over that energy, you can like move forward. Okay, so you come out of conflict like into smoother waters. I also see like for a bunch of people like after your transformation you may feel the need to like move or relocate. Okay, it may kind of like there may be someone around you like spoiling for a fight, or like it may not feel like so victorious, but it is actually a victory for you. And you may feel like you're kind of like betraying people, but this was like a transformation that like needed to take place like for your spiritual growth and for like just like your own like human growth, I guess. So that's kind of going down in like your second to third week. So moving into the third week, for some of you very specifically, someone could be like moving or relocating, and this could kind of make you in turn feel a little betrayed. But I do see some sort of like financial offer coming through. Okay, so either you're giving this or you receive this. For some of you, you may want to like make some sort of like offer towards like possibly a fire sign, so like Aries, Leo, Sag. Um, or this person is just like very charming, charismatic, life of the party, generous, funny. They may be in the public eye. They make a good leader. They could be a motivational speaker. They're just like, they're very motivated and passionate. There's a lot of like fire behind this person. They take action. They just like, people are just like really drawn to this person. Like you can feel their energy as soon as they like walk in a room, I'm hearing. So you're kind of like at a crossroads about this. You feel a little bit like powerless in this situation. You're not really sure like kind of like what way to go. But just know that your ships are coming in. The divine is like helping you, and that like this is all like you being called towards a bigger purpose, okay? You're being called by the divine to like make a choice, and like it has to do with like the universe and the world, okay? And like completing your cycle. So back it up for a second. For some of you, you could receive some sort of like financial gain. This could come in as like a new opportunity. It could come in as an approval of like finances. It could come in as like a little pay bump or like something like that. So anyways, you are like being knighted by the divine. And towards the end of the month, so in the last week of May here, you guys have the world. You have Mother Gaia. And they're telling me that you completed a cycle. You'll soon be on top of the world. Like that transformation will have been complete. This is like, they're bringing me back to the sun, happiness, joy, contentment, completion. But there are some things that are still like kind of like making you feel confused or like roaming around in your mind, if that makes sense. I see someone being like really stressed out about like housing, like spirituality, kind of like negative programming, wealth, like planning like a meal. Like there's just like a lot like going on in your head. But you are coming out as like very abundant. You're coming out as very nurturing. You're coming out as very abundant. You would make a really good parent, or you are a good parent. You make a good partner. You make a good friend. You make sure you're a really good employer. Like you make sure people are well taken care of. I heard well fed. Like you make sure people get their breaks. You make sure people like you would fight for someone's pay. Like you're very generous. Like you're very grounded, centered. You're kind of like the Mother Earth vibe. Whether you're male or female, you just have this like vibe about you. So people feel very comfortable with you. You make people feel very comfortable. We also have this water energy here, so it could possibly be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person is really intuitive. They're really in touch with their emotions. They really understand human emotions. There's a lot of depths and layers to this person. They are full of creativity. They could be very musical or like artistic. They could possibly even have like some Pleiadian starseed background. They have like love to give. They're very like affectionate as well. Like this person would like to cuddle. And there's like patiently waiting for something to pay out. So I don't know if you're patiently waiting on a person like this, or you're waiting, you've like invested in someone like this and you're kind of like waiting for it to pay out. But I do have you like waiting for a payout. And then you have the Three of Pentacles. So this is really good. This is a solid and stable foundation. This is a collaboration. This is people liking what you're doing. This is like well received by the public. Whatever this project is, and like you could be like being watched over social media. You could be watching someone through social media, or in the workplace or workspace or something like that. But I do like they're showing that you're going to get like some sort of epiphany about this, like about this project, about this collaboration, about like adding resources to it even. It's like some things like it is paying out, like whatever you're building and working towards, it is going to like pay out. You are kind of in this like point of like stagnation, maybe perhaps even with this project or group or like at work. Because like I just do see you like still like waiting, and we have the Hanged Man here. You may have like even made a lot of sacrifices like for this, but just know that like you're hanging by a thread at this point. So soon you'll be able to like emerge and like rebirth, or like it's going to like really transform. I'm hearing, and there's going to be some sort of like epiphany, aha, like awakening, like moment. Um, they did just want to continue a little bit on. So they were saying that there's going to be like help. There's people being like generous, there's resources, there's people helping one another. There's this sudden unexpected change. It could possibly be with like a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Once again, this person's like very intuitive. They're like in their emotions. It's very similar to the person that I described just a few minutes ago. This person like they might have a lot of love for you, because I'm just like they might be flirting with you. There's like emotional fulfillment here. Like we have like all of this like water water energy, and it does lead to emotional fulfillment. And you guys do have a court match here, and it is the King and Queen of Cups. So these people are very intuitive, they're very empathic, they're very in touch with their emotions, they're very creative, they're very loving, affectionate. type of energies, okay? And like I said, we do have this like flirting, this like message of love, and we have this emotional fulfillment, this like beautiful like rainbow of love I'm hearing. Okay, so some kind of like hidden blessings. They're saying worth waiting for. Your patience will be rewarded. Okay, so just kind of hang in there. They're saying simplicity. Put your energy into basics and let go of the excess. So I am just like here, like they're just talking about like someone like kind of being like a minimalist but living in a material world, or like maybe you are like kind of materialistic and they want you to like simplify it again. And then they're saying, relax. Everything is going to be okay. Don't worry. It's all going to be fine. They are saying that you guys need to set some boundaries. So they're telling you guys like that there's like boundaries you need to set energy wise. So I'm hearing with people like you may be very empathic, and like people like energy vampires like kind of like gravitate towards you. So you do need to cut those emotional cords to protect yourself. I'm also hearing like boundaries, like just telling people like no, like I'm sorry, but like no, I can't do that. I have too much on my plate, or like I'm just emotionally exhausted. But like as you can see, this person is like there's all these hands trying to grab this person, and this person has this beautiful like light about them. So they are like, and you had something that was talking about lighting up your spiritual path and kind of like protecting yourself as well. And you have Archangel Michael here. So this is telling me that you definitely need to set boundaries. I'm hearing for someone within the home as well. And biblical is coming up as a past life that's going to be influencing you this month. I am hearing like rewriting, recrafting. You may have been involved in scripture in a life like that. JC is coming through. So Jesus Christ, like ascended master, like he is telling me it was in that time frame. So there may be a lesson that like you are working through that comes from that time. So if you want to know more about that, you can like just do past life regression sessions, or you can ask your guides, source, ascended masters, angels to help you retrieve the information that you need from that life. And either it was positive or negative, either something needs to be healed or you just need some information from that life. So for some of you, there is going to be separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So for some of you, I did see that you're like kind of discontent and like like not satisfied in a partnership. And I did see you kind of like relocating, or like moving in a different direction. For some of you, there just could be separation coming up for you and your partner in the month of May. It could be in regards to travel, it could be in work, it could be separation because of like the pandemic. Like there is just this separation is coming up. And last but not least, calling in your soulmate. So if you are looking to call in your soulmate, you can use Archangel Raphael to help facilitate that. He helps to bring soulmates together. They're saying that you can use prayers, affirmations, and visualization. So when they're talking about prayers, they're talking about talking to the angels, talking to God and Source, about asking to bring a soulmate to you. You can listen to affirmations on YouTube to help bring a soulmate, to help bring a loving partner. Like there's so many things. And then just visualizing yourself with a soulmate, not a specific person, but just with someone that's on your vibration and frequency. Because ideally, like soulmates and like the twin flame, like ultimately what source and like guides, like what they want for you guys is for you guys to be the best versions of yourself. And they want you to experience a higher frequency of love. And like consciousness. So like that's like kind of like what this is like kind of is like all about. So they're just saying that to like visualize yourself being on a higher frequency with a loving partner is going to help bring your soulmate in as well. Okay, well, I hope that helped you guys. I'm just going to close out with some words from from your galactic family and from the angels. Okay, so your galactic family is saying celebration. They're saying celebrate your achievements. You truly are a gift to this universe. We want you to shine your magnificent light. Magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. And from the angels, they say the time is right. Have faith. Your desires are about to come to fruition. And sorry, they have one more for you. They're saying, don't just think about it, do it. Okay, guys, I'm sending you so much love and light and healing. Bye.